Eddy version 5.0.2 is now available. Access to Frontier API has been lost. Please log in again in Eddy's Frontier API tab to re-establish the connection. Eddy version 5.0.2 is now available. 13 new Galnet articles have been published, including 7 worthy of remark. The first is entitled Terry Tora released by October Consortium in Surprise Move. The second is entitled Vista Genomics seeks exploration data from Sanguineous Rim. The next is entitled Frontline Solutions officially launches anti-crime deployments. The next is entitled Kestrel Fighter enters full production. The next is entitled Radicoata Unica cultivated, not created by Guardians. The next is entitled New Reports of Criminal Fleet raise questions. The last is entitled Valhallman's starports return to full operation. The news reports are ready. Warning: fuel tanks now almost depleted. Brown dwarf B is notable relative to similar class L brown dwarfs, with an unusually low solar radius at 0.22 times sols and lower than average surface temperature. Community goal mission has expired. Your nearest scoopable star is A in the current system. Maximum fuel. One type of biological surface signal detected on planet A4. Planet A4 is notable, with an extremely elliptical orbit. Planet A3 is notable, with an extremely oblong orbit. One type of biological surface signal found on planet B5. Jump in, downloading upgrade. Starting upgrade. Warning: fuel reserves are now almost depleted. Five types of biological surface signals found on Moon 5D. Four types of biological surface signals found on Moon 5C. One type of biological surface signal found on Moon 7A. Planet 7 is interesting, with an incredibly large radius of around 14,500 kilometers and an incredibly high surface temperature of 415 Kelvin. Planet 6 is notable, with a pristine icy ring. Mandy is now fully refueled. Destination confirmed. Mandy is en route to the Sinuify XH-UC19-12 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning: fuel tanks are almost depleted. Refueling is strongly recommended. Star Sinuify XH-UC19-12 is notable, relative to similar class G stars, with lower than average density. As you can see, it emits a yellow-white light. Maximum fuel. Heat levels beyond operating tolerance. Jump in progress. Mandy is traveling to the HIP 2199 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning: fuel tanks almost depleted. Refueling is strongly recommended. Mandy is now at maximum fuel capacity. Planet 5 is a remarkable icy body with an incredibly high mass at around 13.5 times Earth's and an extremely high radius of nearly 16,000 kilometers. Planet 4 is notable, with a pristine rocky ring. Planet 3 is notable, with pristine metal-rich and rocky rings. Three types of geological surface signals found on Moon 3A. Planet 2 is a notable Class 3 gas giant with a pristine rocky ring. Three different types of geological surface signals found on Moon 2A. Planet 1 is a notable Class 3 gas giant with a pristine metal-rich ring. Three types of geological surface signals detected on Moon 1B. Three different types of geological surface signals found on Moon 1A. Moon 1C is notable, with an extremely high surface temperature of 945 Kelvin. Telemetry obtained. Mandy is in transit to the Sinuify DO-BC16-13 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning: fuel levels are now almost depleted. Please refuel, Commander. Maximum fuel. Planet BC3 is notable, with a pristine icy ring. One type of biological surface signal on Moon BC3D. One type of biological surface signal found on Moon BC3C. Two different types of geological surface signals found on Moon BC3CA. Planet BC1 is notable, with an unusually high mass at nearly 421 times Earth's and a pristine icy ring. Planet BC2 is a notable gas giant with ammonia-based life with pristine rocky and icy rings. Two types of geological surface signals detected on Moon BC1A. Two types of geological surface signals on Moon BC4D. Planet A2 is a notable gas giant with water-based life with a pristine rocky ring. Planet A1 is notable, with pristine metal-rich and rocky rings. Two types of geological surface signals found on Moon A5b. Two types of geological surface signals detected on Moon A5c. Two different types of geological surface signals on Moon A5a. Planet A4 is a notable Class 1 gas giant with pristine metal-rich and icy rings. Moon A4b is a notable icy body with an extremely elliptical orbit. Moon A4a is a notable icy body with an extremely elongated orbit. Planet A3 is notable, with pristine rocky and icy rings. Two different types of geological surface signals on Moon A3a. Two types of geological surface signals found on Moon A3da. Moon A3da is notable, with an incredibly inclined orbit. Destination confirmed. Mandy is en route to the Sinuify NI-KB28-2 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning: fuel reserves are almost depleted. Refueling is strongly recommended, Commander. Maximum fuel. Telemetry obtained. Mandy is in transit to the Sinuify WJ-RB24-2 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning: fuel levels are almost depleted. Please refuel, Commander. Maximum fuel. Telemetry obtained. Mandy is heading to the Stock 2 Sector UT-IB9-1 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning: fuel tanks are almost depleted. Please refuel. Fuel at maximum. One type of biological surface signal found on Planet 1. Jump in progress. Mandy is en route to the Stock 2 Sector OX-UC2-3 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning, fuel levels are almost depleted. Please refuel, Commander. Maximum fuel. Jump in progress. Mandy is traveling to the Stock 2 Sector BA-AD1 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning, fuel reserves now almost depleted. Please refuel. Main sequence star A is uncommon, and notable, with an unusually old age of nearly 3.5 billion years. As you can see, it emits a blue-white light. Mandy is now at maximum fuel capacity. Moon A1A is remarkable, with an incredibly inclined orbit and an extremely high surface temperature of 957 Kelvin. Planet AB1 is notable, with abundant liquid water at the surface. Six different types of biological surface signals detected on planet D1. Telemetry obtained. Mandy is traveling to the Sinuif IHV-RB10-1 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning, fuel reserves are now almost depleted. Refueling is strongly recommended. 1 out of 12 bodies has been scanned. Refueled. Moon C8A is notable, with an extremely inclined orbit. Jump in progress. Mandy is heading to the Sinuif IQW-YB6-0 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning, fuel levels now almost depleted. Please refuel. Mandy is now at maximum fuel capacity. Planet AB1 is a notable icy body with an unusually elongated orbit. Planet AB2 is a notable icy body with an unusually elliptical orbit. Planet B3 is a notable high metal content world with an unusually elongated orbit. Planet B2 is notable, with an unusually elongated orbit. Jump in progress. Mandy is in transit to the Sinuify ZI-EB4-0 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning: fuel reserves almost depleted. Please refuel. Squadron mate PJAY85 sends.
Adraka main tasking lamp functionier.
Maximum fuel. Destination confirmed. Mandy is en route to the Sinuify CW-CD10 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning: fuel reserves now almost depleted. Refueling is strongly recommended. Main sequence star B is notable, relative to similar class M stars, with lower than average density. As you can see, it emits an orange-red light. Fuel at maximum. Planet AB2 is notable, with a pristine rocky ring. 3 types of geological surface signals found on Moon AB1E. Moon AB1E is notable, with an extremely elongated orbit. 3 different types of geological surface signals on Moon AB1D. Moon AB1D is notable, with an extremely elliptical orbit. 3 different types of geological surface signals on Moon AB1A. Three types of geological surface signals detected on Moon AB1b. Planet AB5 is exceptional, with an incredibly high mass at well over 14 times Earth's, an extremely high radius of over 16,000 kilometers, and a pristine icy ring. Moon A3A is a notable rocky body with an incredibly high surface temperature of 685 Kelvin. Planet AB4 is a notable Class 1 gas giant with pristine metal-rich and icy rings. 2 different types of geological surface signals on Moon AB4b. 2 different types of geological surface signals on Moon AB4a. 2 types of geological surface signals detected on Moon AB4c. Planet AB3 is notable, with a pristine metal-rich ring. Telemetry obtained. Mandy is traveling to the OACOST TU-EC28-3 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning: fuel levels are now almost depleted. Refueling is strongly recommended, Commander. Maximum fuel. Jump in progress. Mandy is en route to the OACOST UV-QB52-1 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning: fuel levels are now almost depleted. Please refuel. Mandy is now at maximum fuel capacity. Destination confirmed. Mandy is en route to the OACOST AB-MC24-0 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning: fuel reserves almost depleted. Refueling is strongly recommended. 1 out of 12 bodies has been scanned in this system. Mandy is now at maximum fuel capacity. Eleven bodies remain to be scanned. Squadron Mate Racker 112 sends.
MMMH, B mir nicht. Eben nur B Artemis, die anderen Ansuchfunds die Lamp. Und B Artemis wurden die Kosmetikteil nicht ingeblendet BZW. B Mostaten nicht anschickt. Anschickt immer nur Standard. Kein Vorschau auf die Kosmetik.
2 different types of biological surface signals detected. Squadron Mate PJAY85 sends.
Mash Biosignals eigen sich trotzdem nicht gern, jetzt such Hue schon weil zu lang Narcosus.
Moon 6A is a notable icy body with an extremely inclined orbit. Squadron Mate Racker 112 sends.
Nadja, the nuts die bist nomad nichts, Wenosus nern in Pixel groß ist XD.
Planet 6 is notable, with an unusually high surface temperature of 366 Kelvin. Squadron Mate Fozzie Bear sends.
Hold die Eiermeilen 2. Artemis und konfiguriere das Ausstattungsprofiler. Und schau dann BZW Tors Chest dann wieder Säure.
Squadron Mate PJAY85 sends.
Die ist groß.
Telemetry obtained. Mandy is heading to the OACOST IB-FB45-1 system in the Sanguineous Rim region. This is your first visit to this system. Warning: fuel levels now almost depleted. Refueling is strongly recommended, Commander. 1 out of 15 bodies has been scanned. Squadron Mate Racker 112 sends.
Ich hab schon komplett Artemis config gelost und new Angelet. Problem bleibt.
Maximum fuel. 1 out of 15 bodies has been scanned. Mandy is now fully refueled. Squadron mate Fozzie Bear sends.
NEICH read von nem Neumanzer.
Planet 5 is an interesting icy body with an unusually high radius of well over 11,500 kilometers and a pristine icy ring. Planet 4 is a notable Class 1 gas giant with a pristine icy ring. Two different types of geological surface signals detected. Squadron mate Racker 112 sends.
Axo, Ninswitten Korfen. Warren in Versuchwood.
Two different types of geological surface signals detected. Planet 1 is remarkable, with an extremely high mass at over 480 times Earth's and pristine metal-rich and icy rings. Two different types of geological surface signals detected. Two types of geological surface signals detected. Destination confirmed. Mandy is traveling to the Oacost RE-MB41-0 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning: fuel reserves almost depleted. Refueling is strongly recommended, Commander. Squadron mate PJAY85 sends.
Mag die Ionix draws Racker. Beof dev heist es immer. Neue Content equals 100 neue Bugs XD skint Walden Firmin Mutto zu sein.
Refueled. Brown dwarf B is remarkable relative to similar class L brown dwarfs, with an unusually high solar radius at 0.37 times sols and lower than average density. Brown dwarf C is uncommon and remarkable with an unusually high solar radius at 0.25 times sols and lower than average density. Five different types of biological surface signals on planet B2. Telemetry obtained. Mandy is in transit to the Autops KT-QC18-1 system. This is your first visit to this system. Warning, fuel tanks almost depleted. Please refuel. Maximum fuel. Warning, heat levels beyond operating tolerance. Telemetry obtained. Mandy is in transit to the HD232819 system. This is your first visit to this system. Fuel at maximum. Squadron mate Fozzie Bear sends.
Bug report signed Orch Mega Support. 2 Sachen, die Hugh gefixed Burden ab ICHMIT reported und gemeldet.
Squadron mate PJAY85 sends.
Normalerweise reagieren die wenn überhaupt erst nach Monaten auf nen Report.
Squadron mate Fozzie Bear sends.
Das stimmt nicht. Mein Geld du ein Support-Anfrage und den Kondendienst. Ein Bug-Reporter stillst du zu anderen. Wir sind davon against diesen.
Mandy has entered normal space in the vicinity of planetary ring HD 232819AB1A.
meines kompletten Accounts mit Kaufnachweis und Identitätsnachweisen. Kommt drauf was man anfragt und wie den ich.
Mandy has jumped to Super Cruise. Mandy has left Super Cruise in the vicinity of Planetary Ring HD 232819AB1A. Mandy has jumped to Super Cruise.
Zu einem Bug-Report bekommst du nie ein Rückmeldung. So funktioniert das nicht. Du kannst nur in Meldungsforum nachschauen wie der Stand ist. Oder wenn etwas in den Patch Notes auftaucht.
Squadron Mate PJAY85 says.
Nin College kann nicht mehr bauen, weil dessen Abgerissime-Stationen ausbostelen sollen und deswegen nix mehr jet. Vdev meint zu einer Pech gehabt, such die ein neues System.
Dropping near Magrathea 2. Mandy has left Super Cruise in the vicinity of Megaship, Magrathea 2. We have been denied docking. Squadron Mate Racker 112 sends.
Naja, ich denk das eines das Account Probe, what riecht Flottjettung das anderen in Bug Report, der ich dauert. Weil der Bug mit der Taskenlampe und Ansug config ist bekannt.
We have been denied docking because there is no space available. Squadron Mate PJAY85 sends.
JA support OK, bugs report can ich nicht.
Welcome back, Commander. You are in the vicinity of Magrathea 2, in the HD 232819 system. You are cordial with the dominant faction, Vista Genomics. Commander, we have received an update to the community goal Vista Genomics Exobiology Initiative. The community goal is complete. Your expected reward is currently 100 million credits. You may claim your reward from Magrathea 2 in the HD 232819 system.
Class 1 die bekannt, die kennen bugs, die skis bloß drauf oder beheben die wens dienen I one passe.
Squadron Mate Fozzie Bear sends.
Die Amfridge das Problem zu beheben für den Kollegen ist aber nie supporten Fridge, die sie so einfach wahrscheinlich nicht lösen können. Ein Bug-Report ist was grundsätzlich anderes.
We have been denied docking because there is no space available. Squadron Mate PJAY85 sends.
JAWG sagt ich meint support sorry.
Welcome back, Commander. You are in the vicinity of Magrathea 2, in the HD 232819 system. You are cordial with the controlling faction, Vista Genomics. Squadron Mate Fozzie Bear sends.
JA des Region sag ICH JA. Die sind nicht grundsätzlich einfach langsam, das stimmt nicht. Und ein Bug-Report erfordert überhaupt keine Rückmeldung zu dir.
Squadron Mate PJAY85 sends.
Dog sign C.
Squadron Mate Fozzie Bear sends.
Und JE reports zu einem Problem, desto ernster wird es Gentlemen.
Squadron Mate PJAY85 sends.
Man, es gibt Bugs, die 5 Jahre old sind.
We have been denied docking because there is no space available. Ready to engage automated docking. Squadron Mate Fozzie Bear sends.
Wenn der Bug bekannt ist, regt den Confirmation Deju ein. Das hilft es auf der Priorität höher zu setzen.
Docking complete. Squadron Mate PJAY85 sends.
Ist klar.
Refueled.